Hello, and a very warm welcome back to the English Unlocked podcast. This is your quiet, personal space to listen, to repeat, to shadow, and to master the English language at a slow, steady, and perfectly natural pace. I'm Alex, your host, and I am incredibly happy to have you here with me today. In this extended episode, I am going to speak very slowly. I am going to use clear, simple words, and I will repeat the core ideas several times. This is done on purpose. This way, your ears can catch every single sound. You can easily shadow my voice without any stress, and you can build your speaking confidence step by step, word by word, and day by day. Today, we are going to explore how to fully describe your daily routine in English. And we are not just talking about short, small, disconnected sentences. No, today we are going to learn how to build full, meaningful, and beautiful ideas. What exactly do you choose to do in the morning? What happens throughout your busy afternoon? And what does your personal evening routine look like? By the end of our session today, you will be fully able to talk about your whole day in English using clear, natural, and confident sentences. So let's begin. Why is it so important to practice talking about your daily life in English? It is important because your day is real. It is something that belongs to you, something you experience every single day of your life. You know your personal routine perfectly. Because of that, you don't need to search for complex, abstract ideas, and you don't need to discuss history, difficult science, or heavy politics. You simply need to express your own life. You can easily describe what time you open your eyes and what you choose to eat for breakfast. You can explain if you travel to a busy office or if you stay comfortably at home. You can share exactly how you feel, whether you are tired, busy, happy, or completely relaxed. And here is the absolute best part. When you describe your own day, you are practicing real, useful English. The kind of English that you can actually use with real people in everyday conversations. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to try. When you practice describing your day, a wonderful thing happens inside your mind. You naturally begin to think in English. You start to speak with more flow. You begin using simple, complete sentences. You slowly stop translating inside your head, and you feel significantly more confident whenever you speak to others. Let's look at a quick example. Imagine you are meeting a new person. They look at you and ask a very common question. What did you do today? If you have practiced talking about your routine before, you can answer them without any anxiety. You can calmly say, I woke up at 7, I went to work, I drank some hot coffee and answered my emails. Then you can add, in the evening, I prepared a nice dinner and watched a bit of television. Now, that is a complete conversation. That is true communication, and that is your ultimate goal. Even if you are completely alone, even if you are not sitting in an English classroom, and even if you feel a bit shy, you can still practice your speaking skills by talking about your day. So whenever you don't know what to say, always start with something basic. What did I do today? What time did I wake up? What did I eat? Where did I go? What did I do in the evening? These are excellent questions. They help your mind remember vocabulary. They help you build strong daily language habits, and they teach you to think in full sentences without any psychological pressure. You can do this exercise in the morning to talk about yesterday. You can do it in the evening to review your current day. You can even record your voice on your phone and listen back to it. The key is to keep it incredibly simple. Use the English that you already know. Do not worry about making small mistakes, just speak. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. 1 sentence today, 2 sentences tomorrow, and a whole story next week. So today, let's build that skill together, step by step, word by word, one real phrase at a time. Let us start at the very beginning of the day, the morning. The morning is a vital part of your routine. It sets your mood, it gives you energy, and it is the perfect time to speak and think in English, even for just a few minutes. Now let's practice some simple morning sentences together. I want you to repeat each one slowly, just like a human echo. Ready? Let's go. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Now you repeat. Sometimes I wake up earlier, around 6:30, when I have a lot to do. Now you repeat. Sometimes I take a quick shower, especially if I feel sleepy. Now you repeat. When I shower, I like to play soft music or listen to an English audio. Now you repeat. After my shower, I dry off and put on my clothes. Now you repeat. I try to wear something clean and comfortable. Now you repeat. Sometimes I just wear jeans and a simple t-shirt. Now you repeat. If I have an important meeting or a class, I wear something more formal. Now you repeat. Next, I go to the kitchen and prepare my breakfast. Now you repeat. I usually eat something simple, like toast, eggs, and fresh fruit. Now you repeat. Sometimes I have a bowl of cereal with milk and a banana. Now you repeat. If I have more free time, I make an omelet or some warm oatmeal. Now you repeat. I like to eat slowly so I can truly enjoy my food. Now you repeat. I drink coffee most mornings. Now you repeat. Sometimes I prefer green tea because it feels light and fresh. Now you repeat. While eating, I occasionally watch a short video or check the daily news. Now you repeat. Other days I just enjoy the quiet and listen to the birds outside. Now you repeat. Before I leave the house, I check my phone. Now you repeat. I look at the time and read my messages. Now you repeat. I check my calendar to see if I have any meetings or appointments. Now you repeat. I pack my bag with everything I need, my phone, my notebook, my keys, and a water bottle. Now you repeat. Then I put on my shoes and go out the door. Now you repeat. Now, let's shadow a short story. This is a mini narrative about a morning routine. You can listen first and then shadow each sentence. You can pause the audio after each line to repeat it slowly. Are you ready? Let's begin. In the morning, I usually wake up at around 7 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up earlier if I have a lot of things to complete. I lie in bed for a few minutes and think about the day ahead. I stretch my arms, yawn a little, and slowly get up. Then, I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth for 2 full minutes. After that, I wash my face with cold water. It really helps me wake up. If I feel sleepy, I take a warm shower. I often listen to relaxing music while I shower. It helps me feel more calm and focused. After the shower, I put on clean clothes and check my hair in the mirror. Next, I go into the kitchen and start making breakfast. I usually eat 2 pieces of toast with butter and jam, and sometimes I add a boiled egg. I drink a large cup of hot coffee that is very important to me in the morning. While eating, I sit by the window and look outside. Sometimes I hear the birds singing, and I truly enjoy the peaceful moment. Before I leave the house, I check my phone. I look at the time, my to-do list, and my schedule for the day. Then, I prepare my bag. I make sure I have everything: my phone, my wallet, my notebook, and sometimes a small snack. Finally, I put on my jacket and shoes, open the door, and step outside to begin my day. Excellent. Let's say a few final practice sentences together. Again, you can repeat right after me. Every morning is a little bit different, but I try to follow a good routine. When I start my day with English, I feel much more focused. I am proud of my progress, and I will keep going. Now, let's move to the afternoon, the middle part of the day. Many people are incredibly busy in the afternoon. Some go to work, some go to school, and some stay home to take care of the house or the family. Whatever you do, the afternoon is a wonderful time to use English. Even if your schedule is packed, you can still listen. You can still repeat. You can still practice, even for just 5 or 10 minutes. Let's learn some common afternoon sentences together. Try to repeat after me, slowly and clearly. After lunch, I go back to my work. Now you repeat. Sometimes I feel a little bit sleepy right after I eat. Now you repeat. I check my emails and answer the important ones first. Now you repeat. I often read messages from coworkers or classmates. Now you repeat. I usually have 1 or 2 meetings in the afternoon. Now you repeat. Sometimes I meet with a client or my manager to talk about tasks. Now you repeat. If I work from home, I sit at my desk and open my laptop. Now you repeat. I type reports or prepare presentations. Now, you repeat. I also look at my calendar to see what I need to do next. Now, you repeat. I like to keep my desk clean and organized. It helps me think clearly. Now, you repeat. I usually take a short break around 3 o'clock. Now, you repeat. I make a fresh cup of tea or drink some water. Now, you repeat. Sometimes I eat a small snack, like fruit or a biscuit. Now, you repeat. If I have time, I go for a short walk to get some fresh air. Now, you repeat. Even 10 minutes outside helps me feel much better. Now, you repeat. If the weather is nice, I walk around the block or sit in the sun. Now, you repeat. When I have free time in the afternoon, I study English. Now, you repeat. Sometimes I listen to a podcast while I take my walk. Now, you repeat. Other times, I read a short article or a story online. Now, you repeat. I also watch slow English videos to help with my listening skills. Now, you repeat. I repeat short phrases out loud to practice my speaking. Now, you repeat. Shadowing helps me speak more fluently and clearly. Now, you repeat. Now, I will tell you a short story about an afternoon routine. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try your best to copy my rhythm and tone. This is a great way to shadow and learn. After lunch, I usually go back to my desk to continue working. I check my emails and write a to-do list for the afternoon. I often have a video meeting with my team. We talk about what we finished in the morning and what we will do next. The meetings are usually short, about 30 minutes. After the meeting, I take a brief break. I walk to the kitchen and make a cup of tea or black coffee. I drink slowly while standing near the window. Sometimes I step outside for some fresh air. If I have free time, I use it to study English. I usually listen to a podcast, just like this one, or read a short story. Sometimes I watch a video where the speaker talks slowly. I pause the video and repeat the sentences. This is shadowing. It helps me speak more naturally and understand better. Before I stop working for the day, I write down a short summary of what I did. I also write one sentence in English to describe how I feel. For example, I finished all my work today and I feel proud. Or, I didn't study much today, but I will try again tomorrow. This simple habit helps me reflect and stay motivated. Now, we are going to break this down into 3 simple, concrete tips to help you build your own daily language habits. Tip number 1. Describe what you are doing in the afternoon. You can do this out loud right now. I will say the beginning of the sentence and you try to complete it with your own words. Ready? In the afternoon, I usually, now you complete it. After lunch, I like to, now you complete it. Sometimes I feel, now you complete it. I usually take a break at now you complete it. Before the afternoon ends, now you complete it. Perfect. Well done. That was excellent practice. Tip number 2, start talking about your afternoon routine as a short story. It is your turn now. Yes, your turn. Please, pause this audio right now and try to speak out loud. Talk about your afternoon in just 3 or 4 short sentences. Do not worry about mistakes, just use the words you know. Tip number 3, review your language habits before the day ends. Write a single sentence in a notebook or think about one new phrase you heard today. Now let us look briefly at the evening and the night. The evening is a special time. It is a time to relax, unwind, and review your day. Now, I want you to speak about your entire day. Here is exactly how you can do it. First, think about your day. What time do you usually wake up? What do you like to eat for breakfast? Do you work, study, or take care of your house? What do you do during the afternoon? What does your evening look like? And what do you do right before bed? You can speak about your day-to-day, or you can talk about a typical day, a normal day in your life. Wonderful work today. You listened to a full daily routine. You practiced useful vocabulary. You repeated full sentences, and most importantly, you used your voice to speak in English. This is real progress. You are not just studying the language, you are using English, you are living in English, one sentence at a time. Keep building your confidence. Keep practicing your daily routine until it feels completely easy. Come back to this episode often, listen again, shadow again, and each time add a little bit more to your own story. This is the English Unlocked podcast. I'm Alex, and I am incredibly proud of your effort. Keep listening, keep speaking, and always keep believing in yourself. See you next time. Bye-bye.